There's only 2 days left to register to vote in Georgia and Arizona. 48 hours. Like, text people now. Now. Oh, and then make sure they actually do vote. If they don't, this will be the last election. That's my prediction. Nothing's more important.
Strong words from a visionary. Joining us now is Mayor Jondavid Longo, who is mayor of a nearby town, Slippery Rock, right outside of Butler. Longo is also working with Scott Pressler as the Pennsylvania State Director for Early Vote Action. He's also a Marine combat veteran. Welcome to the program, Mayor. You were at the rally on Saturday. Tell us what that was like.
It just felt so good to be back there, despite knowing, of course, the tragedy of July 13th. It was an incredible experience for us to share in the triumphant comeback and return of President Trump. And more than that, it was a healing opportunity for us as a community to come together to honor and remember not just Corey Comparator, but of course those two individuals who just very narrowly escaped that day with their lives. It was a necessary part of the healing process and a turning of the page in what I like to think is a new chapter in our very special relationship with President Trump and Butler County.
Yeah, tell us about the turning of the page. You told NTD News that this was part of that special relationship that Pennsylvania, or Butler County in particular, has with President Trump. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think back to 2020. It was October 31st, Halloween night, when President Trump, just days before the 2020 general election, decided to come and spend time with us. He drew then what I believe was the third largest rally of his tenure in office, and that was 60,000 patriots that came together in Butler County. And I think that he chose that place for a reason, so near the general election, and that's because he knows that we are God-fearing, patriotic people who have adored and supported him since he came down the Golden Escalator in 2015 to announce his candidacy. And he knew that we were going to help to carry not just our region, but of course the state of Pennsylvania, much like we did in 2016. So moving forward to this election cycle, the campaign and President Trump recognized just how important Butler County was. And I think he knows, again, that we are some of his most passionate and ardent supporters. And that's obvious to us. And to him, both in that not only are we going to continue coming out to support him as we have, not just on July 13th, but again, just 2 days ago, but he continues to spend time in this region and giving us credence. And it feels so good to be able to share that relationship with him.
Oh, no doubt. And Pennsylvania is such a fascinating state. It's turning more red as we go along, and it's certainly giving the Democrats a run for their money right now. Though they have strongholds in places like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, they really cannot ignore the numbers that turn out in the rural areas. And there seems to be more passion this time than there was even last round. But I wanted to ask you, as someone who's on the ground talking to voters, what are you noticing? What is different between the voters that you talked to this year than from 4 years ago this time?
Well, I can tell you that after having suffered through 4 years almost of failed leadership and failed policy under the Biden-Harris regime, that Americans are hurting more now than ever. Back in 2020, we had the benefit of having just enjoyed 4 years of President Trump's administration, his strong leadership, both here domestically and at home, abroad. We had a very strong position. So I think what's different now is that people are ready to put the suffering behind, and they're ready to get back to common sense policies. And those are going to be the policies that we find on the Trump-Vance ticket.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.